Okay, the next topic we're going to talk about is shopping. There's a bunch of different places you can go, specifically the malls, which are going to be Coco Walk, Nagasaki Ekimai,
Animal Plaza, yeah.
Amu Plaza, which is also known as Yume Saito, and
Hamanamachi.
Hamanamachi. Coco Walk is located pretty close to Matsuyama-machi, where the Heiwa dorms are, and that's going to be about 15-minute walking distance south.
That is the cool kids mall.
Yeah.
That's the one that more expensive, but nicer mall.
Yeah, they have different places there that you can go to, food, clothing, different types of, I guess, unique Japanese souvenir type shops with the cute little plushy things that you can buy people.
Not to mention the movie theater.
Oh, they do have a movie theater there. We saw Iron Man 3 there, and it was fantastic.
And immediately afterwards, we rode one of the unique features of Coco Walk, the giant Ferris wheel that's on the roof. So, which is good for hanging out and going on dates.
Yeah. If you do get lost and you don't know where Coco Walk is, you just look for a gigantic Ferris wheel on top of a building. The next place is Yume Saito. That's located in Dejima. It's basically the same type of mall. They have a big market and food place down on the bottom floor, and then they have their clothing and everything else on the top floor and the floor above that as well. Then you go to Amu Plaza, and Amu Plaza is going to be the exact same thing, just different area.
Each one has a little bit different stores, but they're all kind of the same idea, different kinds of trends and clothing stores. Not very many hobby stores.
Yeah, no, those are, yeah, we'll come to those in a second. The last one is Hamanamachi, and that's located at Kankodori, and that is kind of a different type of mall. It's not a mall that's closed in. It's actually completely open, and you walk through it like a street.
More of a shopping arcade, but
Yeah.
definitely a very, very nice place to be where you can get a lot of the stuff that you've been missing.
Yeah, and especially there's a couple stores in there that are really recommended, like Don Quixote. And Don Quixote, it's, the mascot is a penguin with a Christmas hat, Santa hat on
I guess
there.
so, yeah.
Kind of an odd mascot, but that's the mascot of the store. And they have different things in there. You can get costumes, stuff like that if you're here for Halloween or October. You can get many types of American dishes, American type of food.
Right, a lot of the foreign foods that, foreign to Japan. Kind of Pringles and what else?
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper. Also, some very nice imported liquors.
Yes, and the imported liquor is very cheap too.
Mm-hmm.
I guess compared to America, you can get a bottle of Jack Daniels, the big one, for only $20. So.
And a nice bottle of 12-year-old Jameson's for $16.
Yeah. So just keep in mind that store. Other stores that are in Hamanamachi is going to be the Hyakuen stores, and those are basically dollar stores, and they're fantastic because that's where you go get your soaps. If your place smells, you can go get scented oils, candles, anything like that, air fresheners. And the first one is called Daiso, and then the second one's called Can-Do.
And that is also, I recommend, as soon as you get here, one of the first things you're going to recognize is there are no dryers, so you have to hang everything. And so dollar stores are going to be the best place for you to get your hangers, your different kinds of like clothing lines and things like that.
Detergent they have there too.
Yeah.
And the detergent's going to be a lot cheaper there than it is at the regular convenience store and everything.
At the drugstore.
Yeah. Something about detergent too is that they have Downy at Can-Do for only 200 yen, and it's a relatively big bottle. I recommend getting it there. Other things you can get there too is toothbrushes. They have the floss strips. Floss is really expensive here. It's like $7 for a little thing of Reach. So I'd recommend bringing your own, but it's up to you.
If you're watching this right here.
Well, no, I'll make sure to post this before.
Oh.
Another thing too is going to be clothing. Clothing you can buy, pretty much anywhere. But if you're looking for cheap clothes that, they don't really have much design on them, relatively nice. For instance, these pants, just regular pants. I did roll them up so they're not shorts. You can go to Uniqlo, and Uniqlo is basically like H&M, like a cheaper version of Express. They have different types of clothing tailored towards the season for instance, this is a one-piece shirt because the One Piece movie just came out a little bit ago. Nice fabric. Everything's pretty good. It's not incredibly made, but you know it's cheap. It's everything that you need.
For cheap, good clothing, Uniqlo's the place to go. And they do the trends, as Cody was talking about. Like, I think Monsters Inc. is going on right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. The movie
Star
Monsters
Wars
Inc.
recently passed.
Star Wars. They have National Geographic. They have Monster Hunter. They have a bunch of different ones. They have Hello Kitty, Snoopy, and you can go there and get like a nice button-up shirt too, nice pair of slacks,
Pajamas.
yeah, pajamas, underwear, pretty much anything you need that you would swimsuit and even workout clothing. They have all that stuff there. The last store that we're going to talk to you about is Seiyu, and Seiyu is basically Walmart for Japan because Japan does not have Walmart. They're exactly like Walmart.
They're owned by Walmart.
They are owned by Walmart, yes. They have more. They have cheaper prices, and you can get stuff in bulk too. That's where you go buy your bedding. If you need an extra futon and you can't find one, they usually have them for about $20, and that's pretty cheap as far as a futon goes. And then the only other thing that I really have to talk to you about is, because I just remembered, is Mr. Max. And Mr. Max is also very similar to Walmart and Seiyu, but it's actually a little bit cheaper for like drinks and food. And futons are about the same price, a little bit smaller, but they're about the same price. But they have all the bedding and stuff like that too. And I think the most important, or the best purchase I bought was a lawn chair, because lawn chairs, you would think, oh, I'd take it outside, but they're actually really convenient in your house too, because you can fold them up, take them with you if you want to, and they're actually relatively comfortable. And they also have the little stands too, and they're really cheap. A lawn chair is only $5 or 500 yen, and the little ottoman for it is only 300. So for $8, it's a pretty nice setup for that.
Yeah. And always next to Mr. Max is always Max Value, which is where you can get a bunch of cheap and very good produce and foods. So all good value, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.